Good day everyone, I'm Jasper Tababan. Together with Mr. Russell V. Aguilar, we will be discussing about Lesson 8, Switches and Receptacles. So let's start. Receptacles and plugs. Receptacles, or electrical outlets, are sockets that are used to establish an electrical connection between an electronic device and power supply. In dwellings, commercial buildings, or any other establishments, these outlets are mainly installed in walls, although at some places, they can be seen fitted in the floor as well. So, receptacles or yung mga socket na makikita natin sa mga walls or sa mga floors kapag sa mga commercial buildings. So, ito rin yung tinatawag na female or yung mga pinagsasaksakan natin. Next is plug. The term plug refers to an electrical device that supplies electrical current from receptacles to the electronic devices. All the electrical appliances, machines, and other devices depend on these plugs and receptacles for their powering needs. When wiring a house or a commercial place, or when conducting repairs, it is imperative to have a clear understanding about the plugs and receptacles in general and a few other things related to them as well. So, yung plug naman, ito yung mga makikita natin sa mga dulo ng wires sa mga electrical devices natin. Yun naman yung tinatawag na male or yung sinasaksak natin sa female na outlet. So, next is National Electrical Manufacturers Association or NEMA. NEMA has developed standards for the configuration of plugs and receptacles. The differences in the plugs and receptacles are based on the ampacity and voltage rating of the device. The configuration also ensures receptacles of a lower voltage or ampere rating are not interchangeable with receptacles having a higher rating. This means we cannot replace a higher rating receptacle with a lower rating receptacle. NEMA designation. NEMA number, ampacity receptacle R or plug P. To interpret the NEMA specifications, the first number is the NEMA number, the second number is the ampacity at a specific voltage, and the letter at the end designates whether it is receptacle or a plug. If letter L precedes the NEMA designation, it means the receptacle or plug version is a lacking. So, dito naman sa NEMA, nag-develop sila ng standards for the configuration of plugs and receptacles. Dito natin makikita yung NEMA number, sinusundan naman ng ampacity or the ampere capacity ng receptacle kapag letter R, and plug naman kapag letter P. And kapag may letter L na nakalagay sa dulo, ito yung mga receptacles and plug na nakakapag-lock, which means mas hindi siya madaling mabunot sa pagkakasaksak. So dito makikita natin yung NEMA number, yung ampere or the ampacity, then kung receptacle ba siya or plug. So, dito may examples for 2-pole with 3 wires, 3-pole with 3 wires, and 3-pole with 4 wires. Hospital grade receptacles and electronic equipment receptacle. So, sa hospital grade receptacles, in locations where severe abuse or heavy use is expected, hospital-grade receptacles are recommended. These are high-quality products and meet UL requirements or underwriters' laboratories standards. These receptacles are marked with a small green dot shown in the figure. So, yung mga hospital-grade, yun yung may mga mark na green dot, and triangle naman sa electronic equipment receptacle. What is electronic equipment receptacles? To reduce electrical noise, electromagnetic interference, circuits with receptacles outlets, that's Serve loads such as cash registers, computers, or other sensitive electronic equipment are often supplied by isolated ground receptacles. Isolated ground receptacles are required by NEC to have an orange triangle on their face. The orange triangle might be on an ivory face, or the entire face might be orange, with the triangle outlined using black lines. This allows the orange to show through the outlined triangle. So, ayun, electronic equipment receptacles, yun yung may mga triangle sa mark na triangle na kulay orange. Ito yung mga receptacles na nagre-reduce ng ingay sa mga electronic equipments. And next is switches. The term snap switch is rarely used today except in the NEC and the underwriters laboratory standards. Most refer to snap switches as toggle switches or wall switches. Typical switches are shown below. Switches are divided into two categories. NEC covers general use snap switches that are used to control
alternating current AC circuits only, direct current DC circuits only, and both. Sa may alternating current po, meron pong pagbabago sa voltahe. From positive po, nagiging negative. And yung negative po, nagiging positive. Sa may direct current naman po, it flows in a single direction steadily. B. Resistive and inductive loads not to exceed the ampere rating of the switch at the voltage involved. This includes electric discharge lamps that involve ballast such as fluorescent, HID, mercury vapor lamps, and sodium vapor lamps. Yung resistive loads po ay pwedeng ma-convert yung electrical energy into heat. Yung inductive load naman po ay pwedeng ma-convert yung electrical energy into magnetic energy. Sample po ng inductive load ay electrical motor. C. Tungsten filament lamp loads not to exceed the ampere rating of the switch. Yung output po ng light of a filament is depende po sa temperature ng filament. Kapag sobrang taas po ng temperature, the vaporization of filament decreases. The coil's diameter, so yung resistance of the filament, tumataas. Yung D. Motor loads not to exceed 80% of the ampere rating of the switch at rated voltage. Yung motor load daw po, kailangan di mag-exceed ng 80% of ampere rating of the switch. A. Tungsten filament lamp loads not to exceed the ampere rating of the switch at applied voltage when marked with the letter T. Ang tungsten filament lamp draws a very high current at the instant the circuit is closed. T-rated switch contacts are capable of handling arcing associated with the high inrush current surge. Yung tungsten filament lamp loads, di daw kailangan mag-exceed sa ampere rating of the switch at applied voltage when marked with the letter T. F. Switches are also designated with their maximum current and voltage rating. For example, A 10 ampere over 125 voltage means the switch is capable up to 10 ampere at 125 voltage. Yung mga switches daw po ay designated with their maximum current and voltage ratings. Yung example po niyan is yung 10 ampere over 125 voltage. Yung rating po na to ay ginagamit para sa safety and also yung cable po ay gumagana ng mas maayos kahit gamitin yung maximum capacity of your power supply. Yung unang picture po ay installation with grounding. Ang term na grounding ay commonly used in electrical industry to mean both equipment grounding and system grounding. Yung electrical grounding ay inimbento para sa kaligtasan ng mga tao at ma-prevent yung mga tao sa electrical hazards. Yung pangalawang picture naman po, which is yung installing single pole switch. Ito po ay ginagamit para makontrol yung light in a small closet or bathroom. Double pole connection. A double pole switch is rarely used on lightning circuits, as shown in the figures. A double pole switch can be used for those installations where two separate circuits are to be controlled with one switch. A fuse is placed for overcurrent protection. Yung double pole switches ay may dalawang ginagamitan sa mga appliances that required heavy loads. For example, cookers and showers. Yung double pole switches ay pwede din gamitin sa safely shut off for a residential appliance. Three-way switch. A three-way switch should really be called a three-terminal switch. Three-way switches provide switch with control from two locations. A three-way switch has a common terminal to which the switch blade is always connected. The other two terminals are called the traveler terminals. In one position, the switch blade is connected between the common terminal and one of the traveler terminals. In the other position, the switch blade is connected between the common terminal and the second traveler terminal. A three-way switch can easily be identified because it has no on or off position. Note that on and off position are not marked on the switch handle. A three-way switch is also identified by its three terminals. The common terminal is darker in color than the two traveler terminals which have a brass color. Three-way switches ay kadalasan ginagamit sa pagkontrol ng light fixture from two different locations. Halimbawa, isang long hallway or stairway might use a three-way switches at each end. So, yung ilaw ay pwedeng buksan kapag nasa dulo ko na ng hallway or stairway. Then, patayin mo sa kabilang dulo. This is the example of a three-way switches. That's it. Thank you for listening.